What does the soul know at this point in time? Do you know? Does it know all it needs to know, or just enough? But what if, due to the agreement, less is now known than what was known upon entry here? How would you know? What do you believe? How might you confirm what truly is? The agreement you see, there was once an agreement entered into that wasn't all it might or should have been. This original agreement has more recently been altered so that more might be for those who newly enter into this platform of awareness. They enter in with a revised understanding as the understanding originally utilized was flawed. Let us say that it was not all that it needed to be. And so, the agreement that was originally put into use had shortcomings. It was that the small details were not ironed out in advance, and this was not discovered until more time had passed. It is that we seek to reach those here by the terminology used to ferret out who is who here. We seek to find those who need to be off and away from those things that do exist today. We seek for them to find us and recognize that they have a means of exit here. The elders a soul's remembering and immersion. So what have you wanted to know? What have you pondered? Do you think about this or that, or is this or that of no real measure? You see, the soul entered into an agreement. The agreement referred to here changed how the soul sees things because of the immersion aspect they opted to engage. So, what is immersion? It is where a slow amnesia entered in. This slow amnesia causes them not to remember as they once knew. They were told through immersion that they would have a more pure experience. That they would discover in a way that would make this immersion option preferred. And so many, if not most, opted to enter this earth experience in this way. My soul also chose this option as those they sought to locate had chosen this, too. And upon entering as they did, they would understand this facet more than were they not to know as these others did. Your soul is immortal. They are divine. That will not change. But what they knew before entering here, well, that is not remembered as it once was. In the recommending and implying, the more significant realization implied was not that. This was perhaps suggested in a way that was misleading. And it was because of the immersion aspect, and the lack of remembering, that they, and you, remain. In the small clarification of understanding they sought to know and ascertain, less has been garnered than more. So, in our next book, Given in Love, a series of questions were asked and answered. This was done to share a bit more than what is known today. It does seek to ferret out what is what and is meant to be the pathway to discover more. Know that what is shared there is not fully known here on earth. Yes, components of understanding do exist, but many understandings are filled with falsities. Discover what truly is when you can still and slow the mind. Release beliefs now so that more can enter in. How can anything new become adopted when it goes against beliefs held?